Aaron, yesterday we talked, if you remember, we talked about the lead tablets. Do you remember that? That had been discovered. What is the connection of the lead tablet to the Aaronic blessing?
That's a very good question.
That is a good question.
And it's something that came to me one day as I was speaking at a church. There is a commandment in the Bible for the priests, the high priests and the other priests, to bless the people of Israel with the Aaronic blessing. And as I grew up in Israel and became religious in my teen years, and started attending synagogue and prayers, I saw something that was weird. It's something that stood up, and I couldn't understand exactly what it was. The Hebrew prayer in synagogue is a dialogue between the cantor, the person who leads the prayer, and the congregation. There's this dialogue going on, and suddenly every morning they stop the prayer, and you have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 descendants of Aaron, Kohanim, the priests, coming forward to the front of the synagogue. They cover themselves with the prayer shawls, and they say a blessing. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has commanded us to bless his people Israel with love. And then they turn around to the congregation, and they stand with their hands like this in the air. Mm-hmm. And they say the Aaronic blessing over the congregation. And this whole ceremony was always mysterious for me. Why are they standing like that? Why are they standing? Where does it say in the Bible that they need to stand like this? And the answer I gave myself was always, well, it's a tradition. Maybe God showed it to Moses. Moses showed it to Aaron. Maybe God showed it to Aaron. And we'll never know what this means, what the real reason is. And, suddenly after discovering this lead tablet and understanding that the way that the Israelites wrote was with these pictures, how do you write God's name? So, we saw it yesterday. We see that God's name is a man standing with his hands like this in the air. And we have 2 letters, Yud and Vav, on both sides. This is how the Israelites pictured God's name in their minds when they heard the name YHW, the Lord. And then suddenly you look at the Bible. What does the Bible say? Right after the Aaronic blessing, it says, and so they shall put my name on the Israelites. That's the commandment to the priesthood.
My goodness.
You shall put my name on the Israelites. So now we understand from the lead tablet, from this ancient script, and from the tradition that we see today everywhere in synagogues at the Western Wall, when the priesthood are standing like this, they're literally putting God's name on the Israelites. They're embodying God's name on the Israelites as they stand like this, fulfilling God's commandment.
That is good.
Oh, that's good.
Lori, and my mission is to fulfill the great commission of Jesus Christ to go into all the world and preach the gospel to every person. I want to thank you for standing with us and for your support. To hear more about the last day's events, go to watchjimbakkershow.com. Remember, God loves you. He really does.